Hello, Flex families, and welcome to Language Arts 6th grade. My name is Mrs. Huber, and I'm excited to tell you about our course this evening. So, a little bit about me. I started teaching in 2003. I've always taught in the Beaverton School District. This is my third year at Flex, and I have a Master's of Education from the University of Portland. So, to give you a little bit of idea about how to navigate our course and see what your child is doing, you will want to go to their dashboard and select our Language Arts course. Then go to Modules. Modules is found in the upper left corner of all of your Canvas courses. Once in Modules, you might want to check out the weekly planners. I suggest doing this at the beginning of the week to help make your child a to-do list. In this weekly planner includes the links to our live class sessions, the expectation that children should be reading every day, a book that they enjoy, and as much as humanly possible is what I would encourage, but try and get them to read a minimum of 30 minutes every day. Because 6th grade, half of the kids meet on A days and half meet on B days, you will see some of these period 4 onlys, period 7 onlys, or everybody. But then within there is a link to the assignments. Some of these are learning activities, and some of these are activities for them to complete and turn in. If you go back to the modules, you will also see each unit. Our first unit was S1 is semester 1, unit A. And I just want to walk you around some features that you can see when you are in the modules. So first, in the upper corner, if there is actually nothing there and it says complete all items, it means your child hasn't started that module yet. If it's a red circle like this one, it means they've started it, but there are still things to finish. And if it's a green check, it means they are done with everything in that module. Just like the green check up here, if there is a green check next to an assignment, that means it is finished and it has been submitted. If it has a circle, either red or just a circle, it depends on the assignment type, that means your child still needs to complete that assignment. And finally, if there is nothing there, it means that it is just a place to learn, or some teaching materials that they should go over, but it is not something that they need to submit. Finally, if we look on the left side, if there is a video camera there, that means that is a recording from one of our classes, and that goes over the particular parts of the module that are listed. And then under each assignment, you can see the suggested due dates. Students aren't marked down for work completed after those due dates. That is just my suggestion to help keep them on track so they don't have a lot of work at the end of the semester. By the end of the semester, students are expected to complete all of the work in the course. So what are we learning? Well, Language arts is all about reading, writing, and then we have discussions and presenting information. These discussions happen both asynchronously and synchronously. If your child, for some reason, cannot make it synchronously, there is always an asynchronous option for them to do. You can see all of the learning targets more in depth linked on our syllabus that is linked on the Canvas homepage. So what can you do to help your student be successful? Well, first, encourage them to read daily. Kids who read daily are exposed to much more vocabulary. They have stronger writing, thinking, math, relationship skills. It helps them with their whole life. So please encourage your child to be reading, get them books, help them access books. Encourage them to take notes. We've talked a lot about notebooks so far in this class. I would highly recommend that they have some note-taking apparatus for each of those classes, whether it be a binder, a notebook, study guides, whatever, but have them always be taking notes, both in live classes and when they are reading the online materials. Encourage them to come to Zoom sessions. I think that kids are much more engaged when they can work together and we can get to know each other. It also gives me the opportunity to remind them about things that they may be missing, or ask them to revise or help them reteach some work. Finally, encourage them to complete and revise all of their work. All work in language arts is able to be revised. They just need to turn it in again. And finally, this is, I think, is really important and is hard for sixth graders. Help them organize their time and their study space. This includes like what supplies they need, if they need writing materials, if they need books, a schedule for the day. Have it written out, have it posted where they can do, and have a to-do list, maybe for the week and for the individual day. And kind of go over it with them and help them make it. Because honestly, sixth graders are awesome in so many ways, but not always wanting to write down everything they need to do and going back and making sure they complete it. So how can you see how your child is doing? So besides looking in modules to see what they've finished and not finished, you can see what their scores are on individual assignments in Canvas. This is an example of some grades. Even if the status is late, that they're not marked down, it just means that it was submitted after the recommended due date. If it says missing, it means they haven't turned it in yet. And sometimes when they haven't turned it in, it'll have a dash. Sometimes it'll say 0, no evidence. Both of those would be something that I would encourage your child to get done. You can also see the individual scores, and you'll see this one, they turned it in, but they earned 0 out of 3. So maybe that's something they want to go back and review again too. Oh, and I'm sorry, grades are updated in Parent View every 3 weeks. And I recommend that you just talk to your kid about what they're reading and kind of use frames like, wow, that sounds interesting. Tell me more. Or, huh, I wonder how that works or how you could apply that to somewhere else. So I'm glad that we can work together to help your child learn and grow. Please contact me anytime. The best way to get me is on my email, Kimberly_Huber@beaverton.k12.or.us. Unless I have a guest teacher for some reason, I usually get back to you within the day. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for watching our video and coming to back to school night. Bye.